Alright boys, today we're going to be talking about the brand new MLB The Show 21 Create a Stadium details. Now I know this is a day late, I had baseball and I had to do this, a couple different things, but we're going to kind of be ranting about some of the things that happened in yesterday's thing that I was kind of annoyed about, kind of angry about, but I am going to be going at the perspective of San Diego Studios, and I'm also going to be talking at the perspective of you guys. So before we get in this video, make sure you guys hit that like and sub button as we're on the road to 2K, going into MLB The Show 21, and let's get right into the freaking video.
It's Stadium Creator!
Everyone's getting really hyped about it, or so in the game. But this is where everyone is super pissed. So apparently, according to the YouTube and everything, Stadium Creator is only going to be available on next-gen versions of MLB The Show 21. So no, if you are playing on PS4, if you are playing on Xbox One, you are not going to be able to create your own stadium. This is something that everyone is kind of just angry about, but here's why it kind of makes sense. On one hand, you got to be really angry and kind of annoyed because this is something that everybody has wanted to see literally for years. And the one thing that kind of could be a pro for this is the fact that whenever you're being able to create stadiums on next gen, that what that means is that whatever they're doing for the game is so big that it can't hate it on last gen. Now, I don't know if they were trying to do this and last gen consoles just kept on messing up because they couldn't handle it and they didn't have the hardware to handle it, but it still just really sucks because everybody on next gen, I mean, as far as I know, you are going to be able to play people on next gen that have Create a Stadium, even if you're on PS4 and Xbox One. So because of the cross-platform, whatever they're doing with all of that stuff, basically what this means is that even though you're not able to use it, you're going to be playing with it. And that just kind of sucks because let's say we get in a Diamond Dynasty game, you're on PS4, you're playing someone who has a PS5. And I mean, of course you don't want to be jealous, but that's a big jealousy thing because they just kind of big dicked you because they have the next gen console. And it really sucks because right now, and I've made videos on this in the past, but you cannot get a next gen console. If you want to get a next gen console, literally $1,000, $1,100, it is insane how expensive these things are going for. And I can't believe that it's happening, but it genuinely, if you want a PlayStation 5 right now, look at these prices. $1,400. 170 have been sold for $1,400. $1,100. $900. $1,000. All of these, the cheapest one that you'll find for a PS5 on eBay right now is upcharged to $830. So if you want to use Create a Stadium, you have to spend $830. Now, what this could also mean, which is kind of intriguing, is we could be seeing a 3v3 Sandlot game mode or some type of crazy game mode that they haven't announced yet. Now, this is kind of what I'm hoping that we're just seeing because I just feel like if it was only Create a Stadium, they would have been able to put it on last gen, but they're saving something for last gen and every single part of the game that we've been really wanting to see. Apparently, the consoles couldn't handle it. And I mean, on one hand, you want to see it come to last gen consoles, but also, after everything that happened with Cyberpunk, that happened with all of that, I kind of understand why they are being the way that they're being. It absolutely sucks. And everyone who wants to just play the new game and get to use all the new stuff, for them to have to do this, it really, really it stinks. And, you know, I feel for all you guys. I know that you guys want to play next-gen consoles and you guys want them, but you can't even get your hands on them. They're expensive, and you want to be able to have the same features that everyone else has. I mean, even in 2K and Madden, on their new games, they didn't have anything in their new games that made it to where last gen couldn't have an aspect of the game that future gen has. This is like the first game that is actually incorporating this. I'm talking shooters, everything, Call of Duty, all of the big title games that have came out. MLB The Show is now the only game that I can think of off the top of my head, and you guys can let me know if I'm in the comment section below, that actually makes it to where you are not going to be able to have certain features of the game because you were not able to get a next-gen console. Now, I know I had to spend $700 for my Xbox Series X, and I wanted the next-gen, and I understand that it was an Xbox, so it was a little bit easier to get than like a PlayStation 5. I would have gotten a PS5, I would have had to spend like $900. And the fact is just all of this is happening. And it'd be different if PlayStation 5s and Series X's were just available to get right away, but they're not, and it's just kind of something that really sucks that we're not going to be able to experience that. If you have last gen, I know I have next gen, so I'm not going to have to deal with this problem, but I do feel bad for all the fans that really wanted to see this. Now, again, this is just, I kind of understand that kind of where this video is going and how there is just a little bit of controversy with this, but I wanted to cover this, see what you guys think. Make sure you guys hit that like and sub button as we are grinding into MLB The Show 21. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.